Hello, I'm Angie Rascone. I'm here to discuss the review that I did on the Brigant's Comprehensive Inventory of Basic Skills 2. This test looks at reading, language, and math for grades K through 9. It's criterion referenced, which means that wherever the student is mastering, we expect it to continue to master those skills that are age appropriate, grade appropriate, based on the California state standards for whichever grade that they're in. There are standardized scores located in another booklet. So to administer this test, you're going to read through the instructions that are in the front of the book, and if you have a student that has special needs or needs accommodation, and they have written instructions in the back of the book that will explain options on what you can do to support each child that has a disability. Some of those instructions include using visuals or retelling the directions or bringing along a caregiver for support. The test recommends that you would choose a grade level below where the student is expected to perform. That way you're increasing the confidence and the student will hopefully perform at their 100% best, and you'll be able to get more out of the student that way. There are a variety of tests. There's over 400 tests. Tests can be adjusted for individual or group. So if you have a new class and you don't know where to start with your reading program, you're going to want to run the phonemic awareness, the phonics, the vocabulary, and the comprehension, and you'll be able to see where your students are. This test is appropriate for students challenged visually, physically, and auditorily. There are other challenges. This test is also able to accommodate emotional disorders or autism. When I look through the accommodations, it pretty much hit everything. So when you record the test data, you are going to use it to either monitor their progress or create a baseline or write an IEP goal, or to say, hey, they've got it, they've mastered it. Test cautions that the evaluator should be the one that determines the reasoning behind the poor performance of the student, if there happens to be so. Were they tired? Were they sick? Were they having an off day? And if the evaluator notices that at the beginning of the test, they're encouraged to stop and to retest on a different day. So some of the favorites that I have, I really enjoyed researching this test, and I really hope to use this test in my classroom. It's CIBS 2, and the favorites that I have about it, specific skills are assessed, and so that will help me as a teacher to know where to start with a student that's struggling or that's new to my classroom. There's flexible response options, which means they can respond orally or in writing. When you're looking for alternative tests for students that have disabilities, this would be one that you could use. It is strengths-based. Everything that's written in the manual is all student first language, and it's all about getting the best out of your student. And I really just love all of that about it. So thank you for watching.